Good day, District 74. By now you've probably heard that Toastmasters International is in the process of upgrading and changing their educational program. It's going to be referred to from now on as the Revitalized Education Program, or commonly known as the REP. The purpose of this presentation is to bring you up to date on the latest information on the REP, to show some examples of what the new projects will look like, and introduce you to some of the interactive elements that will be available. The purpose of this graphic is to show the structure of the Revitalized Education Program and how it will interact with the member's experience. At the center of the member's experience within the club, on joining, a member will complete an assessment to identify their personal needs in terms of communication and leadership development. Moving out from the center, there are 5 possible areas of learning based on the core competencies. First, we have public speaking and interpersonal communication and strategic leadership, interpersonal communication and management, public speaking and management, public speaking and strategic leadership. By grouping the competencies into distinct areas, it gives members a choice in what they will focus on in their learning path. To begin with the rollout, there will be 2 learning paths in each area of learning. In each learning path, a member will progress through 5 levels of increasing complexity. Level 1. Mastering the fundamentals. Each project of the level is designed to introduce the member to Toastmasters. Each person has the opportunity to establish goals and to learn the basics of speech writing and the evaluation. Level 2. Your learning style. By completing projects at Level 2, members learn about themselves. The focus is on how to communicate and to lead. Level 3. Building your skills. Level 3. The person is immersed in the core learning of their path. These projects are designed to build the knowledge and expertise needed to succeed as a speaker and a leader. Level 4. Demonstrating knowledge. At Level 4, members are well on their way to completing their chosen learning path. In these projects, the focus shifts to demonstrating the knowledge by leading a team, completing projects, and speaking with a higher level of confidence. Level 5. Accomplishing your goals. Level 5 is a culmination of the learning in each path. Every member who accomplishes all of the tasks at Level 5 will have completed a substantial project. Some paths include projects focusing on leading a group to the completion of a major goal, and others on focusing on individual goals designed by the member. Let's take a look at some learning paths. We've talked about the learning paths in the past. The REP will launch with up to 10 learning paths. A learning path consists of a set of 14 projects. Some projects are required and others are elective. Here are 2 samples of the learning paths. You will see that each runs through Level 1 to Level 5, which must be completed sequentially. Remember, these are all working titles and are subject to change. Here is a current list of elective projects for Level 3, 4 and 5. They're still in the process of adding projects to this pool. Let's take a look at the new icebreaker as an example of a project. These next slides show sample content. Please note that all the content you see is not finalized and is subject to change. On this slide, we can see some of the icebreaker project. To start off, you will need to click the Begin button to begin the project. To move through the project, you will click on the arrow on the screen. Here we see a progress tool, which you use at the beginning and the end of each project. For each item, click on the plus button. And to input your score. Once you've done the progress tool, click on the arrow again to advance. As you continue through the project, you will see the competencies of the project. There's various videos and editorial information. In this slide, you will learn about timing. Click on the allotted time for information about the topic. Here you'll learn about the use of signal devices or timing cards. Then you can click on the awareness button to learn about the piece when speaking. Once you've viewed all the information, click on the arrow to move forward. Once you've viewed all the content and completed your speech, you'll return to the progress tool to Finally, each project ends with a survey and evaluation. This is only a few of the slides that will form the icebreaker. So don't worry if it looks as if there's important information that's been left out. It probably has been. Here are some examples of interactive elements used in the REP. This one illustrates the difference between feedback and advice. Click on each of the example of advice. You will learn to state the same concept as feedback. Once the information has been viewed, click on the arrow to move forward. This is a multiple choice question where you receive feedback on your answer immediately. For example, begin private evaluations by asking the speaker how he or she felt about the answer. The answer options include: did compared to other speakers that day, was able to read the audience, felt about the presentation, and could have improved his performance. The answer I selected: felt about the presentation. My answer was correct. Click on the X in the upper right corner to close the feedback. Once all the questions have been answered, click on the arrow to move on. And finally, on the screen, you answer the question posed by selecting the appropriate image. So, when showing that 62% of internet users in Europe are on a social network online, you'd select the image on the left as your answer. As you can see, there are many new different ways for the content to be portrayed. The REP is on track to be launched in the second half of 2016. Toastmasters will soon be starting the beta testing of the new program. As more information becomes available, we will let you know. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact our District 74 Chief Ambassador, Lois Strachan, on ambassadors at toastmasters74.org. Though we do not have all the answers yet, we'll answer what we can.